Hey, what's up, guys? Nova here for a general reading for the collective. All right, so today's reading is about how to heal from a breakup. I know. Because, I like practical approaches. But anyway, sometimes heartbreak is deeper. It's deeper than sadness. Sometimes it's soul exhaustion. It's the feeling of carrying people emotionally for so long while quietly wondering, when does someone carry me? And when that question keeps going unanswered, like love can stop feeling magical and start feeling like labor. One of the most important things to understand while healing from a breakup is this: there is a difference between your worth and another person's capacity to love you properly. Those are not the same thing. The way someone loved you back is not a measurement of how lovable you are. Some people receive extraordinary love and it still don't know how to hold it. Some people are emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature, or deeply wounded. And loving them can feel like pouring premium fuel into a car with no engine. The fuel is real, but the destination never comes. What hurts the most is not always that the relationship ended. Sometimes what hurts the most is realizing how fully you showed up and how much they did not. You nurtured, you forgave, you encouraged, you saw potential, you tried to create peace, safety, and connection. But somewhere along the way, you stopped feeling like a partner and started feeling like an emotional rehabilitation center. Eventually, even compassionate people become exhausted when no one asks, "How are you doing? What do you need?" Who pours back into you? Healthy relationships cannot survive when one person is carrying all the emotional weight for two people. And many people think healing means becoming angry. They replay every mistake and focus on betrayal, hoping it'll hurt less. But anger is still attachment. Real healing is accepting. This relationship drained me and I deserve peace too. Eventually, a person reaches a point where chemistry is no longer enough. Potential is no longer enough. Charm is no longer enough. They start asking, can this person protect my peace? Can they reciprocate emotionally? Can they love consistently? Can they meet me without draining me? Those questions change everything. Healing from heartbreak does not mean shutting your heart down forever. It means learning not to abandon yourself to trying to be understood by people who cannot meet you fully. You're allowed to want partnership instead of projects, peace instead of confusion, reciprocity instead of survival mode. And maybe right now, your heart is not craving another relationship nearly as much as it is craving relief. So maybe this season is about returning to yourself, creating again, laughing again, resting again, making art again, finding joy again, feeling safe in your own energy again, little by little. It's really important to remember that, again, in the beginning I said, someone else's capacity to love you doesn't have anything to do with how lovable you are. You are probably an amazing person. You probably showed up and gave your all. Like I said, you did at least most of the right things. You know what I'm saying? Because half the battle is showing up. Everyone is so toxic and so damaged that they don't even realize when they are projecting their toxicity onto you, especially when they haven't done the work and you know that you have. But here's the thing. Here's something I learned the hard way. Most people are not doing the work. Most people will not do the work. Most people will talk about doing the work to try to reel you in, and then you will soon find out in 6 months to a year that they did not do the work at all. Or they still have a very, very long way to go. Because see, here's the thing. Not everybody shows up half-assed. Not everybody shows up as some broken, battered, bruised victim who wants to blame everything outside of themselves and be like, oh, woe is me, I'm this, I'm that, I just didn't do this, whatever. It's like, okay, well, fix it. No one wants to hear that shit. Fix it. especially if you want something healthy. Now, if you want something simple, if you want something easy, you can find that out there. You can find that out there every day. There's a bunch of low vibrational people out there who have not done the work, who are right there where you are. Meet people where they are or rise above it. I have been doing spiritual inner work since I was like 15 years old. It's just in me. And people wonder, like, how are you able to do what you do and heal and fix this and attract the things that you want? It's because I have been operating off of my one-on-one relationship with spirit for so long, because I've had so many people disappoint me. So I just depend on spirit to send the right people to me. And sometimes, I've had my own karma to pay for. I've had my own, and it wasn't necessarily like because I did someone wrong, at least not in this lifetime that I know of. But like, I guess by karma, I also mean just lessons. I really had to learn how to put myself first, because I was kind of a people pleaser and wanted people to like me, and was just like, I don't understand why people don't like me. I literally got jumped in elementary school so many times just being nice. People do not like you when you're nice. They also don't like me when I'm a bitch. But trust me, like, you will pull out the other side of me, and I'll be nice nasty about it now, because I'm not going to lose my shit for anybody anymore. Because trust me when I say you do not want that. Unless you want the epic battle of your life, because once I'm like a rabid dog. And I don't mean like fighting. I just mean like, I'm not going to let up. Because like something in my head will click and I'll just be like, okay, all right, let's go there. But now, because that relationship is so strong with the spirit, Most High, and my ancestors and my spirit guides and whatever else is out there, trust me, I have made friends with the light and the dark. That's the goal. Balance your shadow self. I have made friends with my demons, and they work for me now. Do you want to find out? Oh, boom, confirmation. They work for me now. And sometimes they got to step up. Sometimes they do. It's just, hey, I didn't ask for it, but whoever did. I'm telling you. How to get over a breakup, in simplest terms, is acceptance. Just accept that sometimes things just don't work out, no matter how much you've conjured it up in your head that this is your person, there's no one else, it's got to be this person. Don't be stuck on the outcome, because it might not be that person, or it might be that person for now. But if you evolve and you elevate past someone, they might not be your person anymore. And that does happen. People outgrow each other. Sometimes people just don't stay on the same page. Sometimes they never really were on the same page, but your head was so in the clouds or up that person's butt, for obvious reasons, that you didn't even recognize that this person doesn't even want the same things as you. Like, it's like, and a lot of times I've noticed when I've dated men that they will try to avoid questions as much as possible, because they don't want you to know the inner workings of who they are, because then it's easier to manipulate you if you don't know who they are. But I'm a reader. It's kind of hard for me not to know who you are. And even though I may know how someone feels about me, that does not mean that I don't want that person to show up and show me. If a person isn't showing you, backing up the things that they say that they feel, I'd question it. Either they're playing a game, or they're flat out lying, or they're balancing you with someone else and they just don't want to get too close, especially if you're dating an avoidant. Let me tell you this plainly. Once you find out, the day you find out someone is an avoidant and they run from you for any reason, I just, I got a little scared. Let it go. They are a runner and they will run again. You're welcome.